Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancy. I wanted to come and say hello to wish you a very good day and pull out a few cards for this full moon in Capricorn. For we have 5 planets that are going retrograde. We have Saturn and who is at home in Capricorn, that is retrograding, and then we have Pluto in Capricorn, who's also retrograding. Then there is Mars in Aquarius, that's retrograde, Jupiter and there is Neptune in Pisces and Jupiter in Scorpio. All those 5 planets are retrograding, so it will be with a great deal of alignment that will be coming with those eclipses, and so those planets are allowing ourselves to review, to reinstall, to readjust, and so all those retrograde phases. And so I'm going to pull out 12 cards to see what for all signs and to see also all aspects of the consciousness. For the first constellation is Aries, so for all Aries, but specifically for everybody, it is the potential, and it is the departure. It is about departing. It is about moving forward. There is a new beginning, a new sense. It may be physical travel. It may be new aspect of life. Everything is potential before us. Then in Taurus, what we possess already, what is anchored, and for the Taurus, it is about meeting, encountering. It is about so there is this meeting. There is all kinds of new people that will be coming or that have come already. This meeting is anchored. For sometimes there is divine timing for certain meetings, and so we have to allow the right time and the right space for it to happen. In Gemini, for the Gemini, but for everyone, it is our mental activity. And here we have the apprentissage, which means the training. We are being trained, we are being initiated, we have to allow ourselves to follow the education process of life. For life is here in education, life is intelligent and here to educate us all. We have to follow that. In Cancer, which is the home, the environment, the immediate environment, we have determinations. That means we are not allowing anything to step in the way of our progress. We are keeping straight, our focal point straight in order to build this stamina, this ability to overcome obstacles with patience and perseverance. In Leo, which is for the Leo, but for everyone it is the matters of the heart, the creativity, the creative aspect, and here we have the liberation. A wonderful card of liberation. Our heart is going to be free from fear, free to love. So that is the essence of what we seek, is freedom. For freedom, within freedom there is all things. For free, once we are free, we are able to be more fully creative. Then in Virgo, for all the Virgo, but for everyone, it is how we nourish ourselves, and right now it is our mission. It is the card of mission. What is our mission? What is our sense? What is the love of purpose? It is finding out why we came here. What is our highest mission? What is your highest mission? Do you ever wonder that? Or do you know your highest mission? For your soul already knows that, and so it is about allowing this revelation to happen and to ask in order to receive and to be guided. In Libra, which is all the world of relationship with others, we have a renewal. This card of renouveau is the renewal. It is a brand new beginning. There is a lot of new people, new possibilities, new potential. So enjoy that. Enjoy those times. In Cancer is what comes from within. It comes from the depths of the subconscious. And here we have accomplishment. So it is about fulfilling our completion cycle of our past and process, and so there is a great deal of gratitude we'll have once we find this sense of accomplishment. Life is about being. It's about who we are as being. But in the magnetic universe, it is also by doing that we get. There is no true happiness without intelligent effort. So we have to push the energy forward that we want in order to manifest what we need. And so we have to produce a certain amount of energy in order to get a result. In magnetic universe, if we do not produce any energy, we do not get any result. It is a still. Everything stands still. Although there is a flow that keeps on moving, but in Sagittarius, it is our aspiration, our laws, our philosophies, and here we have elevation. So it's about being elevated into the next level of our past. This is really what concerns us, is to be able to move into that next level. And so it shall be, and we're getting ready for that. We move from palier to palier. There is more than one palier in our life, but we want to move from this one to the next one. What comes to us from the Great Mother in Capricornus is chance. It's luck. luck, chance. For that is coming to us, and we deserve that chance, we deserve that luck. Understand yourself to be very lucky. The more you know that you are lucky, the more luck will come your way. For God does not play dice with the universe, but there are times where what we call luck is when God wants to remain anonymous, so we attribute that to a random event. But in a sense, there is everything is fair and just. Sometimes there is time delays in the manifestation of karma, or positive or negative. And what we see in Aquarius, for all the Aquarius, but for everyone, it is our hope, it is our friends, our wishes. And here we have this triumph, is to be the triumphant, is to be triumphant over our lower self, to become the master of ourselves. And so there is a triumph it can be a triumph in society, it can be a triumph, there is many ways to triumph over ourselves. But in a sense, we want to be empowered to do whatever we need in the world, but not to be depending on the outside world for our triumph. For we have to develop this inner light. And for Pisces, but for everyone, it is the karma, the inevitable, is this wonderful card of unity. For unity, all is one in life. For the philosopher looks for this oneness in life. The scientists look for this oneness, and the artist is looking for this oneness. But they're all going about very different way. The scientists and the philosophers have a very different approach to unity. Yet all life is one. Will always has been, always will be, and there can be no separation. What we need to overcome is the separation within our mind from the divine source of eternal love and light. And that is the outcome for this reading, for this month, for this moon, is the acceptation, to accept yourself as a divine being, accept your mission, accept your past, accept your weakness, accept your strengths, accept your karma, accept to move beyond the limitation that we have that you have set for yourself. And then as we learn progressively, each and every day we receive new initiation, and we find ourselves to be carried by the flow of life. I'm going to pull out a few cards from the Akash to see what... there is an escapee. The escapee will be the highest wisdom for us today, is traveling or living or traveling. We want to travel light, but we want to be able to explore, to be free to explore new culture, to get a sense of what's going on in other places. And so it is the highest wisdom. It is... For today, what we need to understand is Amérindian. It is about simple life, living a simple life, so being integrated within the natural world, not to be in anxiety in relationship to anything, to be at peace, to be joy. Those lives were very joyful, they were very peaceful, and so we all had life with the Amérindians. Someday they will be regained some of the power they have lost during the invasions of the Americas. What we need to do is persecution or inquisition. We have to deactivate all ideas of persecution or inquisition, for we have lived many lives where we were pursued because we were trying to express the truth, but now the time has changed. We have moved into the age of Aquarius, so it is important to not let yourself be persecuted by any force or any for you are the creator of your life, and therefore you need to deactivate any sort of persecution or inquisition or self-inquisition. Even to this self-criticized voice, this alter ego is not necessary. You don't need a critic. Do not be the critic of yourself. For that is the biggest obstacle, is to not be self-critical and to accept, to move into a flow where you're in total acceptance. Once we do that, we find the orphan, which means to be for we feel like we are orphans in the universe. We have left God, and there is no the only promise is through our hopes and faith, and that we'll return to this sphere of unity, to reconnect, and we'll do that through growth. For trees are amazing beings. This is a card of trees, and trees are amazing beings. They're all in connection through their roots. They communicate all the time, and they have this physical presence, and they produce the oxygen that we breathe, and so they are amazing beings. We'll come to know and respect them and love them in the future. The general message is trust and faith. So it's about trust and faith. There is a lot of it. Is a lot of that which we do. It cannot be rationalized in many sense. So we have to have the faith and the trust that we believe in ourselves. We believe in our dreams. We believe in the power and our power of creation. For I was mentioning about my book. I know that some publishers were thought that I was completely crazy to speak about extraterrestrials that are everywhere, to speak of the presence of God within each and every being, to that will have a light body, will be able to travel throughout the universe without having to build machines. So I can understand that some people that are fully materialist and linear will be could think that this is madness in many sense. But to quote the most materialistic of all philosophers, Aristotle said that there can be no genius without a little bit of madness. For in relationship, in order to find this way outside of the box, one needs to break free of that box, and sometimes it appears to be crazy, but it's like the first people who said the earth was round. They were completely insane in relationship to all those who had the scientific belief that they live on a flat world. So now we are moving and growing, and so it will be a very powerful time. So I hope you enjoy it. The painting behind me is about the I Ching. It was a large painting with a poem of Confucius, a romantic poem on the 13th hexagram, the fifth line of the 13th hexagram. Confucius made this comment on this beautiful poem, and the center, it's a photograph of 64 little pieces on paper that I did on the hexagrams of the I Ching. I intend to do, maybe when I have the time and the space, to do a series of 64 large canvases on the hexagram. So they'll look a little bit like macroscope in many sense, but they won't be, the intention will be completely different, so they'll be quite unique, and I'm looking forward to that. This is already like gathering them together. I took photos and I made a little collage in the middle, so I have all those grouped. I'm going to finish with a little song. It's a song that when I was a teenager, I was really a big fan of Frank Zappa, Jimi Hendrix, Rolling Stones, blues, cultures, and all that. So I'm going to sing this song. It's called Angel. Angel come down from heaven yesterday. She stayed with me just long enough to rescue me. And she tell me a story yesterday about the love between the moon and the deep blue sea. And when it was time for her to go, she spread her wings high over me. And she say, I shall return tomorrow. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel, fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel, tomorrow I will feel you by my side. And sure enough, this morning comes to me, well, silver wings, silver weight against the glow of a child's sunrise. And as the bluebird and sparrows envy me, she said, I love you, little boy, and today you shall fly. She kissed me once, and the feeling so good she made me cry. And now we'll fly together. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel, fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel, together we shall always be alive. All right, thank you very much. I'm sorry, my throat's a little dry. But let us be one with our angel. Let us connect with our angel. Let us fly together. Let your angel show you this higher realm. Invite your angel to be your guide into this higher realm. Well, I hope you find this message interesting. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.